Hello and welcome to Match Point, your weekend destination for the biggest stories in the world of sports. So on day one of the Guwahati Test, India's spin magic shone as Kuldeep Yadav 3 wickets put host on top against South Africa on a flat debut test surface. Down under, Australia stunned England with a whirlwind 8-wicket win, wrapping up the first Ashes Test inside just 2 days thanks to Travis Head's explosive 123. And on the global stage, tiny Curaçao, located in the southern Caribbean Sea, created World Cup history, becoming the smallest nation ever to qualify for the football's biggest event. And back home, Indian boxing touched new heights as our boxer delivered a record-breaking performance, claiming 9 gold medals at the World Boxing Cup Finals in 2025. And all that and much more coming up on the Match Point. So let's dive straight into the action. And Indian bowlers produced a disciplined performance on the opening day of the second test match against South Africa at the Guwahati, the newest venue in the Test cricket. Despite losing toss once again, India kept the visitors to 247 for 6 at stumps, with Kuldeep Yadav leading the attack through a fine 3-wicket spell. Jasprit Bumrah and Mohammed Siraj backed him with crucial strike as South Africa failed to convert any of their promising starts into big scores. Aiden Markram and Rickelton gave the visitors a solid foundation with a 82 opening wicket stand, the highest for the series so far. And Jasprit Bumrah broke the partnership with a trademark delivery just before the early tea break, after Markram survived a tough chance and taken 17 balls to get off the mark. After the break, Kuldeep Yadav took charge. He dismissed Rickelton with a sharp deflection caught by Rishabh Pant before tightening the screws with attacking lines. His 3 wickets came at key moments, helping India slow the scoring and build pressure on a pitch that was otherwise friendly to batters. Temba Bavuma and Tristan Stubbs tried to steady the innings with a hard-fought 74-run stand, but India's spinners kept things tight. Bavuma fell while trying to accelerate, holding out to mid-off, while Stubbs edged Kuldeep to Rahul at slip. Vian Mulder's attempt to counter-attack also ended up quickly as Kuldeep outsmarted him in a flight, and with light fading, India took the second new ball. The moment it became available, Mohammed Siraj seized the moment and producing a beautiful away seam first up, removing de Zorzi to end the day on a high. South Africa finished on 247 for 6, a total that keeps the match evenly balanced. India's bowlers showing quality and control on a flat surface. Day 2 promises to be a gripping continuation of the historic first test in Guwahati. And on this story, the second test match between India and South Africa at Guwahati. It's the first time Guwahati is hosting the test match. DD India correspondent Gaurav Kumar is joining us. Gaurav, if you take a look today's day, India, the way they made a bounce back 3 wickets by Kuldeep Yadav. Do you think right now the things are finally balanced in favor of India, considering the pitch is assisting the batters in a batting friendly pitch?
Narayan, first of all, I would like to say that after so much gap, after so much time, we are seeing that this test match is getting a normalcy to whole test scenario, because as we have seen earlier in Kolkata, or we talk about today's match at Perth, where Australia won by 8 wickets, they are all ending in a two-day visit. So coming to this match, I would like to say that yes, the first session was first and second session, especially second session was totally handled by South African batters, and they've batted superbly. They haven't shown eagerness. They haven't played bad shots, and they've kept their wickets. But in the third session, India coming back with the Kuldeep Yadav. Kuldeep Yadav makes India come back and taking back-to-back wickets. So this was the potential what shows by Kuldeep Yadav, and that what the things make clear, and that makes easy for Indian team, because if you miss out third session, The first two sessions was totally dominated by the South African batters. And one thing, there's a totally change in the mentally of Indian think tank and South African think tank. They have added one more specialist spinner, Muthuswamy. However, Indian team have gone with Nitish Kumar Reddy, but it doesn't mean that when you are, if you see today's record, Nitish Kumar Reddy, he just bowled only 4 overs in which he's given 21 runs. And once again, your spinner are coming and to save you and getting you to back in the matches. And so I think that the Indian think tank should, they have to more eager to get on these wickets.
Gaurav, coming to the pitches which are assisting the spinners, especially if you talk about the first match at Eden Garden, we saw that in past we saw the Indian batters, especially the subcontinent batters, are playing the spins greatly. But now if you take a look at the New Zealand series, where we also lost all the 3 matches against the New Zealand team, and again the same thing we are witnessing, that India batters are not able to play the spin. So do you think that Indian players should play more domestic cricket, more on more pitches which are assisting the spinners? Do you think this is the need of the hour, considering the fact that whenever you are playing in subcontinental condition, things are getting difficult for them?
Of course, Narayana, there is no question about it, because whoever you are, what name you are gaining, whatever you are scoring, that is all past. But if in the current situation you are not performing with your bat, then everything is nil. So Indian batters, what I think that they are much gaining in the T20 areas. They are because we all know that nowadays T20 is rushing, and everywhere you go, whether you go to the leagues, whether you go for the T20 format, is everywhere. So things are coming down. You have to take the things to come down. So you have to play to the Ranji Trophy matches, because where you will play the whole day matches. So they have to more and more, if you give time to the Ranji Trophy matches and the domestic matches, then you can test yourself in the test temperament. You can gain in the mind to the test temperament. But nowadays what we are seeing, that the players are more eager to play the leagues, more eager to play. They are performing in the IPL, they are performing in the T20. But when we come to the test matches, they lose their concentration, they lose their temperament. What the temperament they needed, they just lose over there. So this is the need of the hour, and I think when Indian batters will come to play at this soil of Guwahati, which is a red soil, but as the day will progress, it will be more difficult for the Indian batters, and especially when South African side has added one more specialist bowler of spin.
Definitely, as the match will progress, the condition for batting will be difficult. Gaurav, you stay with us. We again come to you on the Ashes story too, and moving forward to today's big story, the Ashes. Australia have taken a stunning 1-0 lead in the Ashes after defeating England by 8 wickets in a dramatic test that ended inside just 2 days in Perth. In a match filled with collapses, counter-attacks, England squandered a strong position earlier in the day before Australia's Travis had changed the script with a blistering century. The hosts chased down 205 in just 28.2 overs, leaving England shell-shocked and series wide open. Australia completed a remarkable turnaround to win the first Ashes test by 8 wickets at Perth. The test match, which saw 19 wickets fall on day 1, took another dramatic turn when England collapsed from 65 for 1 to 164 all out in their second innings. Scott Boland and Mitchell Starc led the demolition, sharing 10 wickets in the match and ripping through England's middle order during a frenetic middle session. England lost 9 wickets for just 99 runs, a slide that shifted the momentum decisively. Set 205 for the victory, makeshift opener Travis Head produced one of the most explosive Ashes innings, smashing 123 for 83 balls. He reached his century in just 69 deliveries, peppering boundaries at will and giving England a taste of their own aggressive style. Marnus Labuschagne supported him with an unbeaten 51 as Australia raced to the target at over 7 overs, 7 runs per over. Earlier, England's top order faltered again with Joe Root falling cheaply for the second time, and Ben Stokes dismissed by Stark for the 11th time in Test. Boland disciplined spell triggered a collapse that England may rue as the series progresses. England now carry all the momentum into the Australia carry all the momentum moving into the next test, while England are left searching for the answers after one of their quickest defeat in the Ashes history. Gaurav, if you talk about the Perth test, was the third shortest test match in the Ashes history. The only test shorter was the Manchester United in 1988, and which lasted for just 788 balls, and the Lord's test in which we saw only 792 deliveries bowled. Travis Head smashed the second fastest 100 in Ashes history, reaching the milestone in just 69 balls. The record remains with Adam Gilchrist, who struck a 57-ball century in Perth in 2006. So, talking about this match, England went from a position of strength to crashing a big defeat against the Australians. So, what do you call it? They are always going for England, going for the baseball. They were in a position of strength. Do you think rather than going for a particular philosophy, they should stick to the condition and play according to that?
I would like to say, Narayan, that this is the brilliant answer from the Aussies. So you can say that the Auss ball, that baseball, it's gone away. It's gone away because if we look out to this test match, the things changes too much here. First of all, if you see that England have been restricted by on 172, and then Australia coming to bat, and they are all out of 132. Then England gaining a 40-run lead, but again their class was flop. The flop show was again there in the field from their batters. They have started well. They were at one time they were 63 for 1, but in the second inning. But just adding 23 runs, they have lost 5 wickets in a. So in this type of scenario, you can say that the more pressure was there on the English batter, and they have to rethink about their baseball technique, because it's not working for them. You can't go everywhere. You can't. The luck cannot go for every time for you. Yes, of course, Ben Stokes have taken the wickets, 5 wickets in the first inning, but then Australia have come out in a brilliant way, and they have shown the ability that okay, you have bowlers out on a first inning at 132, but we have the capability, and that what the Travis Head shows in his batting where he played a 123 knocker of 83 delivery.
Definitely, Travis Head, we can say a modern day great and clutch player, one of the ultimate clutch player in the modern time. The way the innings he has played in the recent time. Thanks, Gaurav, and for giving a wonderful perspective of the second test match between India and South Africa, and as well as the Australia's Ashes victory at Perth. Thanks a lot for joining us. Now, Uttarakhand's Prema Rawat was emerged as one of the most expensive uncapped players at the 2024 Women's IPL auction. In an exclusive interaction with DD India, she called the moment a major turning point in her career. The women cricket in India is growing by leaps and bounds. Right now, I am joined by Prema Rawat, who is just knocking the doors for the senior team. And if you take a look, her performance in the recent India A and also as in the Women's Premier League definitely was fantastic. Prema, if you talk about that auction where you were bought for around 1 crore 20 lakh rupees. So how was that moment for you?
Obviously, it was a very special moment for me as well, and for my family as well, because it's a huge amount for me and my family as well. And we all know that we came from very humble background, but when I got selected and in RCB and with a huge amount, so it's a magic for me. and from that there is a special charge inner me that came up from inner me, and जो जिसने मुझे बहुत ही charge up किया, जिससे कि मैं अभी तक का मेरा जो सफ़र है काफ़ी अच्छा रहा।
What are the struggle you face while just as you said that you came very late in cricket, and despite of that you are performing exceptionally well?
Like talking about the struggles, whether it is men's and women's, all struggles are same. It's not about like men's I have different struggle and women's have different struggle. But हाँ, अगर बात करें कि women's में struggle थोड़ा सा hard हो जाता है, because women's में at that time supporters were less. But today's time आपने देखा कि auction में जैसे मैं गई तो जो मेरे गांव वाले थे, मेरे आसपास गांव वाले थे, वो लोग भी मुझे जानने लगे कि हाँ प्रेमा रावत भी है एक लड़की, लाइक बागेश्वर से। मेरे गांव को सब लोग पहचानने लग गए कि सुमटी गांव भी है। जहाँ भी मैं जाती हूँ सबसे पहले मेरे गांव का नाम ही लेते हैं, जहाँ पे एक समय था कोई नहीं ले पाता था। सो लाइक दैट ऑक्शन गेव मी अ डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ आइडेंटिफाई।
What are the ways you are looking to knock the doors for the senior teams? So how you look that thing, getting an opportunity there?
I'm trying my best. I'm practice hard every day, going gym, like just follow my diet, hoping for the best. If the India doors comes, I'll definitely grab it.
We have players like Prema who are consistently performing at the Women's Premier League for the India A. Now the way she is performing, definitely soon we will see her in the blue jersey too, the kind of performance she is delivering. With camera person Manoj, Narayan Singh, DD India, Delhi. Meanwhile, DDCA Director Shyam Sharma, in an exclusive conversation with DD India, said that the Women's World Cup triumph has transformed the mindset of the people across the country. He added that Delhi and District Cricket Association is fully committed to promoting women cricketers and strengthening the ecosystem for women's cricket. Joining me, the Director of the Delhi and District Cricket Association, Shyam Sharma ji. Sir, a very warm welcome. The way the Indian women cricket is flourishing, winning the World Cup in itself a big achievement. Sir, right now how you look, the way our players are performing, the way they won the World Cup for the very first time. So how the perception had been changed about the women cricket with this win?
It's really a milestone like 1983 in whip. Like it changed the scenario of the men cricket. Same way I think this win will change the scenario of women cricket. And women cricket is flourishing since a few years. It started when Mr. Jesha was the secretary. Behind the curtains, people don't know it. He raised the match fee of the women equal to the men. And along with the IPL, he started WPL, which gave a platform to the young girls to nurture their talent and to show to the world that they are here. And it's a big, very big win, really big win. And we are receiving 100 calls every day from parents. What is the right age to send my daughter to the cricket academy and to the club? So this shows that the mindset has changed now entirely, and people are starting taking it as a career. Cricket is a career for women and girls also.
Definitely, it's a big push for the women cricket. The win, it's a big thing. So, talking about the way DDC is also, we can say that doing a great job in promoting the women cricket. The Women's Premier League also is there for the women's cricket, just started by the DDCA. So, how you look this initiative by the DDCA?
I think we were the second association which started the league for women. Kerala was the first, I think. And when we started this DPL, majority of the people were of the view that it should be only for the men. But Mr. Jaitley put his foot down. He said, no, I wanted to start it for the girls also. And we had 85 girls at that time. So we were able to make only 4 teams. And this year, we organized a league for women, and 640 girls participated in that league. And that's why last year's pool for women was more than 200 girls. So this shows that women cricket is flourishing in Delhi also. And Mr. Jaitley started one more thing. We used to give subsidy to the clubs. We have 110 clubs, 2.5 lakhs. So he said, I'll give 1 extra lakhs if you have a women team. So this is another incentive basically.
So definitely different schemes, different incentives are there the women cricketer, and that's why we are seeing the women cricket is flourishing. Not only we can say that in Delhi, but all over India. The way our players, the management behind that, especially our Shyam Sharma ji mentioned that Jesha ji played a crucial role in that thing. So also the match fee you talk about. So do you have any plans that, as you are also a state association, that push the things for the same central contract for the women's too?
BCCI has to decide it, and we can only dream about it, and we can only put our force behind it. One day I'm thinking that it will be equal also. One
Definitely.
day, someday definitely a day will come when the women and the men contact face will be also equal.
Definitely things are going in the right direction, and in the future we too, the thing that we call, there is a different type of scenario right now with the win of this World Cup, and in future also we will see more improvement and more exposure to the women's cricket. Now shifting focus to football, Curaçao secured a goalless draw against Jamaica this week, making it the smallest nation by population to qualify for the FIFA World Cup. They will be joined by CONCACAF teams Panama, Haiti, which also secured spots. Curaçao remained undefeated in the tournament and finished top of Group B with 12 points, qualifying for the World Cup for the first time in its history. The team achieved this historic result despite the absence of their coach Dick Advocaat on the sidelines. The 78-year-old Advocaat had returned to the Netherlands last weekend for the family reason. Advocaat previously managed the Netherlands national team in 3 separate stints, as well as the South Korea, Belgium and Russia, before taking the job of Curaçao. According to Central Bureau of Statistics in Curaçao, the country's population was 1,56,115 as of last January. Iceland, with a population of over 3,50,000, was the smallest country to qualify for the World Cup when it reached the mega tournament in 2018 in Russia. Meanwhile, Norway also qualified for the 2026 World Cup after 4-1 away win to Italy in their final group match, condemning the hosts, who have missed out on the last 2 editions of the tournament. It will be only their 4th World Cup and their first major tournament since Euro 2000. A generational goal-getter, Erling Haaland, who is the top scorer in 2026 World Cup qualifying, will get a crack at his first major tournament next summer after leading Norway to the World Cup. 25-year-old Man City striker did it in sensational style, scoring 16 goals in 8 World Cup qualifiers, netting at least once in every one of those games. Meanwhile, India delivered a performance of historic scale at the World Cup Boxing Finals 2025, clinching an extraordinary 9 gold medals, their highest ever tally at a global boxing event. Marking close of this golden streak, DD India's Gaurav Kumar interviewed Jasprit Bumrah, one of the 15 Indian boxers competing in the finals, to capture a reflection on the India's remarkable run and the momentum heading into the next stage.
Right now we have Indian boxer Jasprit Bumrah. Let's talk to her and try to know about his current victory. Jasprit, welcome to DD India, and first of all, lots of congratulations for this achievement.
Thank you, sir.
What you would like to say about this achievement?
Sir, this is our World Boxing Cup final held at Greater Noida, and I represent in 957 weight category. I won gold medal here also. This means a lot to me. I won 3 back-to-back gold medals in international level, in a World Cup at Astana, World Championship at Liverpool, and the World Cup final here at Greater Noida. I fought with Olympic bronze medalists. So in my weight category, there is a good boxer. So I fought well, and we share a good experience inside the ring. So for me, it's a very good tournament.
Next is very important here. So do you think that by this tournament you can achieve, and your morale has been boosted up for the next year's tournament?
I found myself very boosted and motivation also, so that I can do better in future also.
To whom you dedicate this victory?
This is for all, for our BFI, for our Indians also. Yeah.
Thanks talking to us. So this is Jasprit Bumrah, who is saying that this victory means for her a lot, but she is still focusing on herself, and she is very much confident that she will give a good note for the next year Asian Games, Commonwealth Games, and also for Asian Championship. With cameraman Bimlesh, this is Gaurav Kumar reporting from New Delhi, DD India.
That's all we have for you on Match Point this week, where Sporting passion truly meets the performance, and keep the sporting spirit alive, and join us next week for more action, insight and inspiration from the world sports. Thanks for watching. Namaskar.
Geopolitics and trade deals, economic challenges amid development, hard work and the path to prosperity. It's the economy always. Between walkers, money is what money does and says. Supply creates its own demand. Between the